Hey, what's going on? It's Jordan with STL Living, and today I got a few things that you should know before moving to St. Louis. Something you should definitely know about before you move to St. Louis is that the city is very spread out. So you are going to be driving all over the place, and some of the commutes can actually be pretty long, especially if you live on the edge of the city. But one of the pros about that is the city is so spread out, so there's typically not terrible traffic. So, I mean, it's a gift and a curse for sure. That also being said, the suburbs of St. Louis are very expansive. It started in the city center and it just went in every direction. And you can drive for like sometimes up to an hour and still not be to the city perimeter. St. Louis, if you didn't know, is located in the Midwest. So there aren't any mountains, there's no ocean. But there is surprisingly a lot of nature nearby if that's something you value. There is a lot of stuff within driving distance that you can get to and within the city as well. So you could easily figure this out for yourself, but St. Louis is 5 hours from Chicago and Nashville. It's also about 4 hours from Kansas City, but it's pretty cool because Chicago and St. Louis have a train that run both ways, and I think it's like $30. It's pretty affordable. We do have tornadoes here. I wrote that down because we had a tornado last Saturday. It's not like all the time, but it does happen. I was out with a group of friends, and one of the friends was from New York, another was from Florida, and the two that weren't from St. Louis were kind of freaking out a lot more than the rest of us. We've not that we don't take tornadoes seriously here in St. Louis, but we're kind of desensitized. So if you're from St. Louis, everybody always talks about Nelly being like the big local celebrity around here. So I don't want to talk about Nelly. I want to talk about some other local celebrities that I find personally pretty cool. John Goodman's from here. Who else? One of the pioneers of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, is also from here. Andy Frisella, who started First Form. I'm a big fan of his brand. And Bob Castley is also from here, who designed Turtle Park, the City Museum. And he also was starting a place that was an old cement manufacturing company that he was turning into his next big like amusement theme park, whatever you want to call it. And that was going to be called Cement Land, but now it's just a vacant plot of land that you can or cannot go to. So before the westward expansion in the United States, St. Louis was actually as far west as you could possibly go for a fair amount of years. So Lewis and Clark actually left from the St. Charles, Missouri area and then went west. So something I've kind of picked up on, like whenever I visit Kansas City versus St. Louis, is St. Louis has like a more like an older kind of industrial feel to it that I personally like. It's quaint. It's not like unlikable or old, out of style old, but Kansas City has a lot more of like a West Coast feel, and I feel like I've always felt that the contrast between those two cities kind of just encapsulates the history of St. Louis, and it's kind of the last of the East Coast. Obviously, it's considered a Midwestern kind of city, but it does have like an East Coast feel versus Kansas City. I've always felt has more of like a West Coast kind of feel. So again, that's just some quick things from a St. Louis native. Just some real quick bullet points that I think you should know about St. Louis before moving here.